LeBron playing tonight?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. How does that benefit the team having him back
Well,
out there?
just another guard. We're guard light, and so having another guard really helps us. And one of his skill sets is ball pressure, and so that can help us as well. Where we have a guy now that can get up and pressure the ball and use clock. So I think that'll be good. The problem, I don't know how much he can give us, and so we'll see.
Is there any more pressure on this team, knowing that you win a game, you could be 8 or maybe even 4. Lose a game, you could be 9 or 10.
That's a question I've actually never known the answer to. I mean, I feel the same way that I felt last week, 2 weeks ago, but I'm not playing, Thank goodness for that. Um, I don't know. I mean, I don't feel it. I think our guys are pretty comfortable in their, I would say in their own skin or in their own team way. They really are. So, but yeah, I've never known. I don't think anybody can ever tell that. I think you'll see it in the play, and if you don't, then the answer would be yes. But I don't think so. No.
Doc, last time you guys played Cleveland, you guys threw Sindarius on LeBron. I think he was 10 games in.
Whenever you put someone on your Bron, you're throwing them on LeBron.
Is
You
he
really
gonna-
are. I mean,
Is
what
he
the
going to see
hell?
some more time against him today?
Yeah, I mean, he held him to 44. I mean, so that was that was terrific. He actually did a nice job on him overall. I think everyone tries to guard LeBron unsuccessfully. I was joking with Ralph. I had a coach years ago who told me, "Why are you wasting so much time guarding a guy that's going to score 30 on you anyway? Guard everyone else." And there's some truth to that. But I just think LeBron is one of those guys. He's smarter than most of the guys that's going to guard him. He's probably bigger, stronger, more athletic. So you just have to keep changing looks on him and keep changing coverages.
Can you get preoccupied in that?
Yeah, you can, and that was one of the things we talked about. Don't to our players, focus on your guy, focus on your team defense, and don't overreact to greatness. You shouldn't. I mean, you hold him to 20, be happy. If you hold him to 40, don't care. Just keep playing because you can still win. If he has a great game or not, you can still win the game, and that's all you should focus on is winning the game.
Last game, you guys were a little. I think you said the spirit wasn't right, or
No, we
pretty
we,
disjointed.
we were
anyway.
flat, and we didn't play well, and we didn't execute down the stretch. We almost stole the game, and then we gave it back after giving it back early. So, that was not what you would want, but it's going to happen. It happens in games. It was just a tough game for it to happen.
Was that kind of a message the last 2 days to kind of forget that one?
Yeah, we didn't focus much on it. We focused back on execution because we have to, we've been a team over this year, which is amazing when you think about all the changes and all the different guys. This team has executed extremely well out of timeouts and just what we're running. And, when we don't do it, it obviously bothers me, and it's something we should do. And so we did work on that.
Doc, we've had like 15 years of LeBron, which is kind of amazing.
That is amazing.
How has he turned out vis-a-vis what you had thought of him coming in?
Oh, I was talking about it yesterday. I think he's overachieved. Look, you think about it. I don't know if there's ever been a player that had as much buildup as him coming in the league. If my memory serves me correct, I think he was on the cover of Sports Illustrated his senior year in high school. That was his junior year in high school, and I was like, "Who's this grown man on the cover?" And it was LeBron James as a high school player. I mean, listen, no one knew what to expect. But the two guys that come to mind, the one guy, and I put LeBron as the two guys that come to mind in sports in my lifetime, are Tiger and LeBron, that they had the build-up that there was no way that they could succeed, and yet both of them overachieved. And I think it's amazing that they're still doing it. Tiger obviously is trying to make a comeback, but LeBron, I don't know if this was not his best year. And so he keeps getting better. And so that's how I would say about LeBron. He's overachieved. He's an overachiever with great talent.
Is Is there an update on Gallo and Avery?
No. Gal was running today, so he may be getting a little closer. Avery is not close at all.
Hey, Doc, we've talked quite a bit, you and Ty, obviously, but it's fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
But he thinks he knows you better than you know him. Is that
Oh, yeah, that's for a fact. Yeah. I mean, listen, the guy was with me for 1,000 years, and every practice, every play we ran in practice, that's why you knew he was going to be a heck of a head coach. He would keep that extra notepad. And, I mean, literally every ATO I've run in my entire life with Ty, he has. I mean, he would write them down. He had a book each year. He had, what did you label it? I mean, Doc's ATOs. And, he tweaks them and he does them. So I didn't have that luxury of watching him do it, So clearly in that way, he clearly knows me better for sure. Yeah. He's a thief. Yeah, in some
Doc,
ways.
the team has gotten off to a couple of slow starts in the past couple of games here and there, but is there any one thing you can pinpoint as to the reason for that?
No, it bothers me. I think we tried. I don't know what it is, honestly. Mike, we felt like we were easing into games, which is something we haven't done. We got to run into games. We've had some changes, since All-Star break with Gal and Avery being out. And so I think some of the guys got in a habit of kind of allowing the Gal and Avery and those guys get it going, and then they kind of fit in. Well, we can't do that right now. We just don't have the margin of error anymore to do that. So we have to come out running. We have to stay running and run through the game. That's the only way we can win games.